Alright, so in this problem, I have 2 to the power of 10 plus 2 to the power of 10 is equal to 2 to the power of x. So I want to find the value of x here. So for my solution, I'm going to first start by rewriting my equation. So my equation is 2 to the power of 10 plus 2 to the power of 10 is equal to 2 to the power of x. Now, to solve this, what I'm going to do is first factor out 2 to the power of 10 from my left-hand side. So if I factor out 2 to the power of 10, I get 2 to the power of 10 times, 2 to the power of 10 divided by 2 to the power of 10 is 1, so I get 2 to the power of 10 times 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 to the power of x. Now from here, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, so I get 2 to the power of 10 times 2 is equal to 2 to the power of x. And a simpler way of doing this is, instead of just factoring this out, well, we have two to the power of 10s here, and if anything added by itself is the same thing as that number times 2. So we could have just said 2 to the power of 10 times 2 at the beginning instead of factoring it out. So now from here, what I want to do is I can actually do this, solve this from here in two methods. So for method 1, I have 2 to the power of 10 times 2 is equal to 2 to the power of x. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite 2 as 2 to the power of 1. And now if I have something in the form a to the power of m times a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m plus n. So in this case, 2 to the power of 10 times 2 to the power of 1 is equal to 2 to the power of 10 plus 1, which is equal to 2 to the power of 11. So I get 2 to the power of 11 is equal to 2 to the power of x. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, this means that m is equal to n. So in this case, x is equal to 11. Now, method 2 of solving the problem from this step right here. So I have 2 to the power of 10 times 2 is equal to 2 to the power of x. Now, instead of multiplying 2, I'm going to divide 2 on both sides. So then these two cancel out, and I get 2 to the power of 10 is equal to 2 to the power of x over 2. Now 2 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 1. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So 2 to the power of x over 2 to the power of 1, that's going to equal 2 to the power of x minus 1. And now, again, if I have something in the form a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n, this means that m is equal to n. So in this case, 10 is equal to x minus 1, or I could write this as x minus 1 is equal to 10. And now if I add 1 on both sides, these two cancel out, and I get x is equal to 10 plus 1, which is 11. So as you can see, these are the two methods, and method 1 is actually much simpler. It only took a couple of steps compared to method 2. And now the final step that we have to do, and we always have to do this in every equation, is to check our answer. So our equation was 2 to the power of 10 plus 2 to the power of 10 is equal to 2 to the power of x. We got x equals 11, so I get 2 to the power of 10 plus 2 to the power of 10 is equal to 2 to the power of 11. 2 to the power of 10 plus 2 to the power of 10 is the same thing as 2 times 2 to the power of 10. And 2 to the power of 1 times 2 to the power of 10 is the same thing as 2 to the power of 1 plus 10, which is equal to 2 to the power of 11. Alright, so in this problem, I have 81 to the power of x is equal to x to the power of 18. So I want to find the value of x here. So for my solution, I'm going to rewrite this equation. So 81 to the power of x is equal to x to the power of 18. And now, I'm going to take the power of 1 over x on both sides. So I get 81 to the power of x to the power of 1 over x is equal to x to the power of 18 to the power of 1 over x. And now if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 81 to the power of x times 1 over x is equal to 81 to the power of 1, which is the same thing as 81. So I get 81 is equal to x to the power of 18 to the power of 1 over x. And x to the power of 18 to the power of 1 over x is the same thing as x to the power of 18 times 1 over x, which is the same thing as x to the power of 18 over x. Now I'm going to take the power of 1 over 18 on both sides. So I get 81 to the power of 1 over 18 is equal to x to the power of 18 over x to the power of 1 over 18. And this is the same thing as 81 to the power of 1 over 18 is equal to x to the power of 18 over x times 1 over 18, and these two 18s cancel out, so I get 81 to the power of 1 over 18 is equal to x to the power of 1 over x. Now, 81 here is the same thing as 9 squared. So I'm going to rewrite this as 9 squared to the power of 1 over 18 is equal to x to the power of 1 over x. And now this is the same thing as 9 to the power of 2 times 1 over 18 is equal to x to the power of 1 over x. And 2 times 1 over 18 is the same thing as 1 over 9. So I get 9 to the power of 1 over 9 is equal to x to the power of 1 over x. Now, notice how this is in the form a number to the power of 1 over that same number is equal to x to the power of 1 over x, meaning x is equal to this number 9. So now, going back to the original equation, let's go ahead and check if this is right. So I have 81 to the power of x is equal to x to the power of 18. So x is equal to 9. So if I plug in 9 for x, I get 81 to the power of 9 is equal to 9 to the power of 18. Now, 81 is the same thing as 3 to the power of 4, and 9 is the same thing as 3 squared. So I get 3 to the power of 4 to the power of 9 is equal to 3 squared to the power of 18. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, that's equal to a to the power of m times n. So 3 to the power of 4 to the power of 9 is equal to 3 to the power of 4 times 9, which is 3 to the power of 36. And this is equal to 3 to the power of 2 to the power of 18, which is equal to 3 to the power of 36 as well. So this is right.